So money still on the line here, despite the way that the races have turned out so far. Lopesca, Nick, and Powerate, all eyes are going to be on them as we head into our finale.
So let's see who gets off the good wet weather start. They seems to be still side by side. Powerade cuts across Lopesca.
Woo!
I don't think Lopesca was anticipating the dry in the tunnel. That's what gave Powerade the edge there.
Oh,
Powerade and Nick.
Now, if you remember, we did talk about that bump in the previous race. No one actually hit it like that, but we were saying if you run head on onto that bump like that, it will be very bad. Frost struggling, goes for the wall ride, but Lopesca going to be hitting him as well.
I feel like Lopesca might lose second to Frost soon, assuming that Frost has practiced its track, because...
Powerade going to get launched. Didn't adapt from the first lap where that happened, or maybe didn't see it, but is going to get launched straight up into the sky.
First lap, he also ran into the curve.
Oh, it was him as well. That. Now you see, they are really going for...
He survived it, unlike Nick.
Now, they are going for full-on wall rides, and I did think that was a possibility, but for reasons like we just saw, well, that chicane wasn't exactly a wall ride, but at the end of the chicane, they do go for the wall ride. But these wall rides are they're not perfect. Like a lot of the times there's a bump that starts right after the wall ride that you have to dodge, and when you dodge it, you could spin out, things like that. So we actually saw Frost not go for the wall ride. It goes for it at the very end on that turn, but then on this other, the huge U-turn coming up, we also saw him choose to not wall ride it. Wall riding much less on all of these turns. Yeah, it just goes for the spin and holds on. That's for when I was practicing the track, that was the line that stood out to me much more than the full-on wall ride.
So the chicane is coming up. Powerade is gonna get between the two walls. I think Frost is just going safe. He knows he won the session. He wants to drive clean.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he practices it like that, so...
well, he helped Powerade out quite a lot there. Kind of pushed him into the forward position and got him on his way.
So, if Powerade wins, he's guaranteed third in the final standings, but for that, he needs to beat Frost, which is gonna be the harder part. Lopesca has been able to fight in some of the previous races, so he should be able to do that. But if Powerade gets second... Oh, yeah. Like I've said, Lopesca and Powerade were close in previous races, and now Lopesca makes a huge mistake.
Yeah, and something to note is that he got the repo on at the start of the upslope. So he literally had to go on that full upslope from 0 kph. So it's going to result in 70 meters.
I'd also like to say that if Powerade doesn't win... Oh, Frost clipped the curve. He managed to go. So if Powerade doesn't win it, Lopesca needs to be forced for him to get third in the standings. Oh, that was dirty. That was dirty.
Yeah, he said no. I'm actually I'm driving here, not you.
He's really running for that set position in the overall standings.
And Frost with the mistake. And he's a little bit trapped on that upward slope, 50 meters for Powerade. And Lopesca approaching second, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch Powerade. It's like, I mean, if you're Powerade, you do not want to see Frost 40 meters behind you. It's better than being 40 meters behind him, but still, it's not the best spot. So.
Yeah, but as we've seen, Powerade is gonna fight for this with tooth and nail.
Absolutely.
So. Oh, Frost gains a lot in that chicane.
Yeah. We saw Powerade have to slow down quite a bit to dodge that point where the two walls intersect, and you can just go flying if you hit it at that spot. So, or the opposite, you can get completely stuck. So, good on him. to avoid that, but at the same time is going to cost a lot.
Frost is, I think, clearly a bit faster, but he needs consistency for one thing. Oh,
Woo!
yeah, just as I say that, he crashes. And for another, he needs to get by Powerade.
Uh-huh.
Because it seems like he's defending, he's running for his life in this race.
Oh yeah.
The way we've seen that dive bomb.
The same tempo.
Well, not that much. Frost gained a bit somewhere.
You're
in the
actually,
lap.
yeah, you're completely right. Oh my god, and he just cuts the
Wow.
corner, no problem.
He clipped the
Wow.
curb just enough for it to be actually good for him
The guy's
and turn him
insane.
better. That
Yeah.
was really nice.
It actually doesn't get him a best lap though. He's sitting at 47.9, and we got 48.7 for Powerade, 48.1 for Lopesca. So, 48.1 for Nick as well.
In the meantime, Frost clipped the curb again, which cost him like 10 meters.
Oh.
So this is big because he got close to Powerade again, but he lost a bit of time. Let's see what he can do in the chicane this time. Powerade is going fairly safe, I think, and then comes Frost.
Oh, that it's a
He cannot be
pass.
ahead.
It's an overtake. It is
He's
an
ahead.
overtake.
Wow. So there's 10 laps left.
Do we know what happens if Nick passes Lopesca and
If
Powerade
Nick
gets
passes
second?
Lopesca, that's also enough for Powerade. I've not been bringing it up because Nick is quite a bit behind.
It's close enough, honestly, considering how devastating mistakes can be in the rain on a car like
Yeah,
this.
that's true, but Nick was like 160, I think, and
Oh, yeah.
he is climbing back.
Uh-huh.
So now it's definitely a possibility. Ooh, he makes a
Powerade's
small
looking
mistake.
good.
with
I don't
that.
know if you just saw that, but Powerade just got some nice time. After the U-turn and
Oh.
Frost flipping. Powerade taking it back for the moment. Frost on the inside. It is going to be
Powerade is
Powerade.
gonna forward ride, so that's definitely safer. I don't know if faster. So Powerade is leading again, which would give third place overall to him. Powerade for riding, Frost for riding. Neither of them clipped the curb. Powerade wallbangs. I don't think that part was intentional, but he carried too much speed for him to turn normally. He's wall riding here again.
Whew.
Frost is gaining a bit, but Powerade's lines might be safer.
I mean, Frost on that downslope. Powerade, it's not just Powerade. All of them are kind of just going for the flat wall ride, and Frost.
And
losing
this
some
time
more
Frost hit the wall that's standing out.
And
I think
that's
I've
what we've
seen
been talking
Nick do that
about.
before.
You can't wall ride that. But what I was saying was that on that downward slope, we see almost all the contestants straight wall riding it, but Frost takes that diagonal turn and it's just super clean. And honestly, it's not that difficult to execute. I think that they should be doing that. Obviously, if that's what you've been practicing, then stick with it. But yeah, like that, Frost, I do think he's gaining time over the wall ride. He definitely did last lap. It wasn't as clean this lap, but is going to be sitting at 20 meters. And noticeably, Lopesca still 50 meters behind.
Oh, Frost this time also had a very clean chicane there. It seems like Powerade's wall ride in the last turn is beneficial. Wonder if Frost is gonna go for that in the upcoming laps. It does a low 48 for sure. I mean, Frost. Powerade still has a best lap of 48.7.
That's crazy.
Frost can clearly go faster, but
Making
it's
some
not
uncharacteristic
right.
mistakes.
yeah, and it's also about check position and defending here. But yeah, it's more down to his mistakes. Powerade is definitely motivated here. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it was so effective when Powerade did that cutoff.
oh,
on the
this is
wall
this is gonna be close in the chicane. Powerade is gonna take it slower as usual. This time, is Frost gonna go for the wall? I think. Oh, he cut across too soon. He cut across too soon and couldn't get advantage of his lines. because he was gonna head into the inside wall. He wanted to do another over-under, and that didn't work out. So Powerate's still ahead.
Right, and on that U-turn, we saw Powerate go for a late wall ride, and then he slams his car into the side, and that loses time. It was quite effective at defending against Frost, but when you're not defending against a car, and there we go. We do see the more full wall ride this time around. Frost pushing Powerate.
They're gonna go side by side into the chicane? No. But Frost is definitely faster here, so they need to be careful.
Powerate did not get the repo there. Looked so close. And yeah, 2 meters. 5 laps to go. Let's see. Lopezka falling down to about 100 meters. Nick, still about 165, is recoverable.
Oh, Frost is gonna be ahead here, but Powerate's Vorage puts him a bit ahead.
And Frost goes for it. He tries to steal Powerate's move. It isn't gonna be effective.
Yeah, the dive bomb in the U-turn is definitely something to go for. The chicane is gonna be better for Frost again, I think. Yes. Is
Quite
he gonna
nice by
gain much
Powerate,
time
though.
here? Yeah, that last turn was really nice by Frost as well. So it's right behind him. There's no slipstream here. Frost really must wish for that right now.
And y'all, that upslope turn is so hard. You start to lose control, but he uses that right wall to balance himself a lot of the times, and it works out. Frost, 0 meters, pushing Powerate, and here we go. This is that time save, and he
blocked the wall right. I'm not sure he blocked it intentionally.
And then Powerate blocks it.
That is what they call slide job in dirt wall racing, but Frost is back ahead, and he's gonna have a clean chicane all by himself, so he can build a bit of a comfortable gap right now. Powerate goes for the wall right though.
I told you,
he runs
risky.
into the back of Frost. He runs into the back of Frost, and that's why he couldn't use his momentum to get ahead. So this time they change positions though, and Frost is barely ahead. So, Frost runs into the curb. The Powerate is gonna benefit Frost here.
Yeah.
But the push from Powerate was too much to handle for Frost.
How?
And because of this, Powerate is back ahead. Frost cannot block Powerate here. Frost is gonna do the slide jump. Frost is gonna do the slide jump.
But oh no, Powerate
Big
with the
mistake.
spin out, and oh no, the numbers are just ticking. 60 meters, and lap 19 and 21. It's gotta be crushing. And Nick has fallen quite a ways behind Lopezka.
Powerate needs a miracle here. Lopezka is making mistakes,
have
but 300 meters.
I don't know if we've seen Frost lose 80 meters in a single mistake, but we've seen Frost making mistakes. So I would be hard pressed to say that it's entirely over, but you're absolutely right. It is going to take some mistakes from Frost at this point.
On a high line, but it's the last lap and it's still 80 meters.
Quite a big ask for Powerate here. We will see if he is able to lock it down on this final lap. But Frost is who we should really be watching, because it's going to take a mistake in the chicanery right here. Does he hit the wall? Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think he's going for the best lap here.
Nails it. Oh, no. No. Oh, it's not enough.
Gonna be
it's
enough.
not enough, but holy
He was
shit.
definitely going for the
Holy
best
shit,
lap
but
right
it's
there.
not enough.
It
And
didn't matter much to Frost, so I think he was just, why not? And Powerade almost benefited a lot from that, but
man,
it seems like Lopezka is gonna get third
we
in
will
the
have to
championship.
do the tabulations here, but